The time is 10 a.m. and this is WKYT Midmorning. A Laurel County mother is facing charges for leaving her toddler in a home full of drugs.
A man accused of killing a Scott County teenager will stand before a judge this afternoon.
And we'll find out today about changes at Commonwealth Stadium for game day as the UK opener is Saturday night.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
Hello there and welcome in. It's Tuesday, August 30th. We're almost to September. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. You know, when you say game day, all of a sudden you start thinking, man, we're really there. Where I'm not ready for that. It's going to feel like it this weekend.
Absolutely.
A little bit more.
Humidity's coming down, temperature's coming down. A lot to look forward to. But Jim keeps telling us, not just yet.
Yeah, we got to get through a little more today and tomorrow. It's not as bad as yesterday. It's not as bad as the weekend. Right now we're at 82 with the feels like of 85. Not a big difference there. And I think that kind of conversion will continue throughout the rest of the day. We'll be around 90 for a high with about a 93 maybe heat index, so not quite as intense. And you can kind of see where we go a little bit later on today with the heat index forecast. Only 91, 93. Again, that's certainly uncomfortable, but it's not terrible. And we've got the nice stuff coming, and I'll track it coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
And we'll see you then. Thank you.
First, this mid-morning, a Laurel County mother has joined her husband behind bars after deputies say she allowed her daughter to remain living in their home full of drugs.
Anna Burdett is now charged with wanton endangerment and criminal abuse, and it comes a week after her husband was charged with smoking meth around their 2-year-old. Burdett spoke to us from the Laurel County Detention Center. She says she stayed in the home because her husband, Benjamin Burdett, was abusive and she feared him. She told us he did meth in the home, but says she tried to keep her child away from it. Deputies say the child was found in a home where medications, chemicals, and meth pipes were accessible. Now they're waiting for toxicology results for the child.
But I shouldn't have been so stupid as to stay with him as long as I did. I love that baby more than anything.
Benjamin Burdett was arrested last week, again charged with wanton endangerment and cruelty to animals. Police say a veterinarian had to euthanize 2 dogs because they had likely been fed meth. The man accused of shooting and killing a Scott County teenager will make his first appearance in court this afternoon. Michael Davidson is facing murder charges in connection to the death of 15-year-old Morgan Penn. Davidson will be arraigned in Scott County at 1 o'clock.
Now, according to the Department of Corrections, he was wanted for a parole violation when the shooting happened. 15-year-old Morgan Penn was killed Saturday morning around 5 o'clock while at a sleepover at a friend's home. Deputies say she was killed by bullets fired from outside the home. They arrested Davidson in Frankfort and charged him with murder. To help her classmates deal with the loss, yesterday school leaders had grief counselors at 2 schools.
The grief is spread over multiple schools. You know, the 9th grade center, they just came together, 12 days ago. So that's why it's important that our middle school counselors have been there at the 9th grade center today, because those are the students that they know.
According to the Department of Corrections, Davidson was released on parole in 2015. They say he stopped complying and there was a parole violation warrant issued for his arrest. Penn's visitation is set for tomorrow evening. Her funeral service is Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. Both will be at Tucker, Yoakum, and Wilson Funeral Home. 3 people charged in connection to a Montgomery County murder will once again face a judge this morning. Natasha Martin, Cody Hall, and Nikki Miller are accused of robbing and killing Paul Brewer back in 2011, but they weren't arrested until last November. The 3 will go before a judge for a bond hearing today. We also expect a judge to set a trial date at that time.
Also in Montgomery County, crews are heading back to a rural part of the area there. People living in that area are hoping for some answers after investigators found high levels of arsenic in the soil. The contamination area is along Long Lane, that is off US 460. The EPA says the arsenic comes from wood treatment preservatives from an old Southern wood treatment company that used to be in that area, but it closed back in the mid-1990s. The state's Energy and Environmental Cabinet is asking families who live there to limit their time that they spend outside, and a contractor will visit the site sometime this afternoon to get a look at the affected soils. They will then begin working on some kind of cleanup plan. Investigators are trying to figure out what led up to a South Carolina woman's death in a Kentucky church over the weekend. Police say Lindsay Poole was found dead in a Native American church in Berea on Sunday. Kentucky is one of the few states that allow registered Native American churches to use baklava as a sacrament. Users say baklava, the hallucinogenic tea, brings enlightenment. Investigators have not said if Poole drank the tea. So far, no charges have been filed.
The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly ATV crash this morning. Deputies say it happened on Maple Grove School Road. Investigators believe the ATV went off the road and hit an embankment. They say a 17-year-old boy was killed. A second rider, a 16-year-old girl, was flown to UK hospital to be treated. The names of the teenagers have not been released.
Organizers say a heartless thief has stolen a basketball that had been signed by UK coach John Calipari during a charitable auction that was held over the weekend. Family Abuse Services was holding a silent auction to raise money in Frankfort. Among the items were some UK basketball tickets, gift baskets, things like that, and that autographed basketball. But at the end of the night, the man who had won the basketball did not get to take his prize home. Event organizers were shocked to learn that somebody had stolen the ball.
They came to me and said, the basketball is gone. I'm like, what do you mean gone? I couldn't believe someone would actually take something from a nonprofit organization.
Organizers say they have filed a report with Frankfort City Police, but they prefer if the person who took the ball would simply return it. So we'll see where that goes.
That would be the easy way. Just bring it back.
All would be good. All right, Donald Trump is holding a rally and a fundraiser in Washington State today, and it comes a day before he delivers a major speech on immigration.
Yesterday, the Republican nominee used the latest sexting scandal involving Hillary Clinton's closest aide to attack the Democratic nominee's judgment. Hannah Daniels has the latest.
Hillary Clinton pressed on with fundraising in the Hamptons Monday.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Amid yet another distraction to her presidential campaign. Yesterday, Clinton's closest aide, Huma Abedin, announced her split from husband Anthony Weiner, hours after the New York Post published a lewd photo he allegedly sent to a woman as his toddler son lay next to him. Weiner's sexting habit forced him to resign from the House of Representatives 5 years ago and drop out of the New York City mayoral race in 2013. The latest scandal provided new fodder for Donald Trump, who used the incident to blast Clinton's judgment.
Huma Abedin has access to classified information. How Hillary got away with that one, nobody will ever know. But to think that it's very likely that much of this information Anthony Weiner would know about.
Trump, who's been courting minority voters, drew criticism again Monday after former Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard David Duke released a robocall encouraging Louisiana voters to cast their votes for his Senate bid and for the Republican nominee. The Trump campaign immediately disavowed the move. Trump is scheduled to deliver a major speech on immigration in Arizona tomorrow, while Clinton addresses veterans in Cincinnati. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
Now, Clinton is holding more fundraisers on Long Island today. A new poll out Monday has her 7 points ahead of Trump among likely voters. Well, the wait is just about over. Football season is back. Commonwealth Stadium will be rocking Saturday night when the Wildcats play host to the Golden Eagles of Southern Miss.
A lot of folks eager to go. Fans attending the game will experience some new changes for home football games. We'll hear all about them at the 2016 Game Day News Conference that is set for this morning. UK leaders will join city representatives and public agency officials at Commonwealth Stadium. They'll be outlining updates on safety, security, parking, and other matters related to large crowds coming to UK for the home football games. We'll have details coming up on WKYT News at noon, a report then, and of course on our website at WKYT.com.
And keep it right here on Mid-Morning. Movie fans say goodbye to a comedy icon who started some classics.
And an Ohio couple creates a corny tribute, you might say, to their favorite basketball team.
And we are going to be tracking some more heat out there today, but it's going to take a little bit of a vacation soon. We will track it out of town. Coming up.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
It has been so far a little sticky out there this morning, but not quite as intense as it has been the past few days, even by this point of the day. And I don't think it's going to be that bad at all later today. I mean, we're going to be around 90, but it's still August, so it's expected to certainly be warm. 79 in Frankfort, 76 in Jackson with some beautiful views out there, too. And 82 in Lexington at the moment. Some of the things we're looking at here is the fact that the steam begins to ease a little bit. It's not going to be as oppressive today, tomorrow, and especially late this week. Temperatures are also about to tumble as the pattern, overall outlook, flips for a few days. And again, that happens at the end of the week thanks to this. We have what we call a cleansing cold front that will sweep through the area. Now, it'll enhance chances of showers and thunderstorms, but as it blasts on through, that fall-like air settles in, and we'll see daytime highs come down to around 75 to 80 degrees. That's a pleasant place to be. And humidity, it's noticeable today, and it was very noticeable yesterday. You don't even think about it over the weekend. It is going to be fantastic. Later today, hour by hour, temperatures upper 80s, low 90s expected for highs across most of the area. We'll go into the nighttime period. Tomorrow morning, see some of the drier air, the lower temperatures trying to get in here. And then tomorrow, we rally again. But tomorrow will be the last day of it, because beyond that, we get into your Thursday. Check out what happens here with those daytime highs. We're stuck in the upper 70s. You might see an 80-degree reading out there, but a lot of this much cooler, and the fact that it's drier, humidity levels are going down at that point as well. So that's going to also favor Defender radar network staying quiet. No showers or thunderstorms in the area toward the end of the week. We could have an isolated chance as we progress through the afternoon and evening today. You can see some of that trying to dot the skies. But our main attraction is this front that'll be sweeping in by 2 o'clock on Wednesday. So tomorrow afternoon, a scattering of showers and storms. They become a little more organized maybe for a time, and then that front gets on through here, and that milder, more comfortable air becomes dominant for the rest of the 7-day. Well, at least until Labor Day. Labor Day will start to spike back up a little bit because we've got more warm air that will try to invade the area for next week. But today, tomorrow, kind of the worst days, I think, out of the whole 7-day. That chance on Thursday, a lot of that south and east, and maybe even early at that point. So we're looking very good for the holiday.
All right.
Very good.
Open the door to that good weekend.
We want it here, yeah.
Yeah, we all know that Kentucky fans do some crazy things to show their love for the Wildcats. Well, they could take a lesson from a couple in Ohio.
Yeah, you have to go up in the air to see it. Here it is. They have created this huge maze in a cornfield honoring LeBron James and the Cavaliers. Farm owners Kelly and Greg Clement decided to create the maze after the Cavs won their historic NBA title back in the summer. It shows LeBron's image next to the words homegrown hero. It also says Believe Land with an image of the NBA trophy. LeBron tweeted out that the Cavs are honored by the Clement support. So
Pretty amazing, the planning. And how long did that take?
Quite a while. And you know, you would, I'm sure they're glad that he found out about it. You'd hate to go to all that work and then him not even know.
It would be like, please fly over to see this, please. Right. Well, movie fans say farewell to Gene Wilder, and Batman faces a new threat.
Plus, Eddie Murphy shows us his serious side. Daniel Nottingham now with your Eye on Entertainment.
Eddie Murphy returns to the big screen in the new drama Mr. Church. Murphy plays the title character, who is based on a real person and friend of screenwriter Susan McMartin. Murphy, a comedy legend, says the more serious role of guardian and benefactor was new to him.
I just never dealt with that type of emotional stuff. Like, this movie is, I mean, there's some kind of, not funny like we think about funny. There's some funny things that happen in the movie, but the movie is not funny at all.
The movie also stars Britt Robertson as the young woman he is guiding. Mr. Church opens nationwide September 16th. Could this be Batman's newest enemy? Ben Affleck, Hollywood's current caped crusader, tweeted a video showing a new on-screen villain. Comic book fans identified the character as Deathstroke. Affleck's Batman will appear in next year's Justice League and a standalone Batman film, which Affleck will direct. And the world is mourning the death of actor Gene Wilder. The curly-haired funny man starred in the classic Mel Brooks films Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. But he's probably best known for playing the title character in 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Wilder was 83 years old. And that's your Eye on Entertainment. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Unforgettable.
A great talent.
Yeah, the world's going to miss Gene Wilder. Well, you can take a trip to Hollywood without ever leaving town.
Find out about the Arts Gala happening in Richmond next on WKYT. And tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $84 million. And tomorrow's Powerball is $154 million.
Welcome back in. It's mid-morning on WKYT. We're sure glad you're along today. Roll out the red carpet. Hollywood is coming to Richmond.
To learn more about the classic Hollywood Arts Gala, we're joined by Deborah Kidd, Executive Director of the Richmond Area Arts Council, and also Kay McCarty, who is a co-chair of this event. And we do welcome you. Glad to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Sounds like you have a fun evening planned. Tell us about this year's theme.
We do have a wonderful evening. It's classic Hollywood, so guests may dress in business casual, or if you would like to come as James Dean or Marilyn Monroe or whoever.
Pick your character.
There are all kinds of possibilities.
Whoever you want, you could do that. And we have live auction and silent auction, heavy hors d'oeuvres, and we also have a live music. The Miles of Jazz Orchestra will be playing. It's going to be a great evening.
That's a lot of fun then. So what about some of the highlights of the evening? What will be going on when people come in?
Well, when people come in, we'll have the red carpet, and it's in the Keene Johnson building on EKU campus, which is a fabulous, it's a ballroom atmosphere anyway. So when people come in, they'll be given the royal fan treatment. The Alpha Gamma sorority at EKU will be our paparazzi, and they'll have cameras taking pictures of everyone as they come in.
Well, that's going to feel old Hollywood.
It will feel old Hollywood. And then the tables obviously will be all decked out. The silent auction is always a huge hit. I'm wearing a bracelet that was hand designed by Leeds Jewelry with rubies and everything. So the auction is fabulous. Everybody loves the silent auctions. And then we're also going to have a live auction. We're still taking donations if anyone wants to donate for the auction. And then they'll be catered by M&D Catering in town. Heavy hors d'oeuvres, beverages, beer and wine, and
we have dance
classes. That's going to be great.
Is going to give some ballroom dance classes.
Yeah, so don't worry, you're not ready for it.
Right there.
And then the Miles of Jazz Orchestra will play a waltz so that you can do that. We also have some little fun. We have our little invitation that has lots of Hollywood movie stars, and on the tables we'll have a little game where you can name the stars, and we'll give away tickets to some of our other events.
And all of this to support the Richmond Area Arts Council, which does a lot of work in the community throughout the year.
We do, throughout the year for the children and adults. Not only in Richmond, but about 8 surrounding counties. So we are the Area Arts Council, so we really appreciate the support of everyone.
We have the information up on the screen. Are tickets still available?
Oh yes, they are available, and they're $65 until September 6th. After September 6th, they're $75. They're available on our website or by calling 624-4242.
All right, very good. Thanks for coming in. Sounds like a great evening. Appreciate you.
Thank you all.
Thanks for having us.
We'll keep it right here on Mid-Morning.
Back in a moment, we'll check into the Mr. Food Test Kitchen next and see what's cooking up here on your Tuesday.
We're glad you're with us today. Corn on the cob is one of those street foods that's really trendy right now.
And that's what they're whipping up today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
What a year it's been for corn on the cob. Every ear I've had has been sweeter and juicier than the one before. And whether you like it boiled or roasted, we've got a twist on it that's super trendy right now. It's called Mexican street corn, and is it ever tasty? We start off by soaking some corn in cold water for about 15 minutes. After draining it, we place them right on our oven racks, husks and all. Or we can put them on our grill to roast. Either way, once they're tender, we carefully peel back the husk, and then comes the fun part. We slather them with some butter that we season with a bit of chili powder and some chopped cilantro. Then we sprinkle on a grated cheese known as cotija. It's a Mexican cheese, and you can find that right along with all your other cheeses. It's sort of a creamier Parmesan. A squeeze of lime finishes these off, and are you ever in for a treat? Between the nutty roasted corn and all the layers of flavor, get ready for a fiesta in each bite. The recipe for our Mexican street corn is online now, just in time to enjoy the bounty of corn that's in the markets. Although it's known as street corn, no worries, because you can make it right at home. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a fun and festive way for you to say Ooh, it's so good.
Just like that, with the husk still on there, huh?
That's right. It looked really good, though. What about the weather? Look, what looks good in the weather?
We're going to try to get rid of the husky part of the weather, which would be the heat and the humidity.
Yeah, wearing that extra coat with you.
Yeah, we're going to try to get rid of it here in just a couple of days, guys. We've got to get through Wednesday going into Thursday, and we're going to shake things up a little bit. But as normal, we have to deal with some heat, some humidity today and tomorrow before we get to that. But once it gets here, we talked about this yesterday. Football weather, it's really going to feel like it. Fall, it's really going to feel like it, even though we're a little early on fall. But really comfortable Labor Day weekend coming at you.
And isn't that a wonderful thing?
Well, it is, because it's been so miserable lately. So why not? Many folks get a 3-day weekend. Why not get one?
Aren't we really like nearly 30 days of 90-plus degree readings?
Overall,
like
it's probably very close.
Yeah.
We've had at least or right about, and heat index values over the weekend were 100. So that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
All right.
Absolutely it is.
Thank you so much for being with us for WKYT here at Mid-Morning. We have a lot of stories in progress for WKYT News at noon.
Your news is always on at WKYT.com.